Hi guys, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to another video on my channel today. Today we are back with another Pinocchio video here. I know guys that I'm back with another Pinocchio video where I said the last one that I did, where I shared a few reasons with you guys on why Pinocchio was terrifying. I know for sure I said that would be the last video that I'm going to share with you guys on Pinocchio, but as you guys remembered for sure, if you guys been seeing my reviews on Pinocchio, those videos, and my 3 Disney movies that have got canceled that we wish got made. If you guys been watching those, you might understand why they're not making a live-action Pinocchio, but I'll tell you that right after I'm done sharing some thoughts right now. And then so basically, guys, when Pinocchio was first released in 1940, Disney didn't make any money on it. So I'm here to share with you guys why I think Disney didn't make any money. Because if you guys remember, they're not making a live action Pinocchio is because Disney didn't make any money on the movie when it was first released in 1940. So if you guys saw my 3 Disney movies video that we wish got made, you guys might understand. You guys might remember me saying that, but in the Jackass Transforming Donkey scene video, when I did a review on just that one scene, I don't know if I said that or not, but I might have said it. I think I said that in the few reasons why Pinocchio was terrifying. I think I might have said it there, but I don't know. I'm trying to remember if I did it when I did the review on the full movie. So anyway, guys, so this will probably be the last video on a review of Pinocchio that I'm gonna do. This will probably be the last video for all, and then and also, guys, if there's other videos you guys want me to do, please do comment down below, and don't forget to click the like, subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you can get notified every time I upload. But anyway, guys, and enjoy the video. So why don't we get started? So my first reason on why I thought Disney did not make any money on Pinocchio when it was first released in theaters is because of how weird the movie was, because the storyline was pretty weird. But the part that really confuses me, guys, is that if you look at Pinocchio, and then when you click the Rotten Tomatoes, the theater score is highly rated, but it shouldn't be because Disney didn't make any money. But the Rotten Tomatoes should be highly rated because back in 1940 there was no way people could watch movies at home. So when it was first released to where you can watch movies at home, that's the Rotten Tomatoes. So the Rotten Tomatoes should be highly rated, but the theater score should not. I don't even know why the theater score is highly rated. Okay, moving on. So my first reason on why Disney didn't make any money on the Pinocchio is because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna share a few weird reasons about Pinocchio, and that's probably why Disney did not make any money on it, because of how weird the movie was. Because Geppetto, he wishes he could have a child of his own, and then he wishes that Pinocchio would come to life and be a real boy. But then but then this fairy appears after he makes a wish. He brings him to life, but he's not a real boy yet. So the blue fairy, the fairy tells that he needs to pass some tests first before he can become a real boy, because he needs to prove himself brave and unselfish and listen to your conscience between right and wrong, and then someday you will be a real boy. That's what the fairy said. But then um but then um but then um but then when Pinocchio and then when Pinocchio wait and then when Pinocchio wake and then when after Geppetto finds out that he's brought to life, here's what he says: "Go to sleep. You got school in the morning." And then when he wakes up, he Pinocchio and it's Pinocchio's only been alive for a couple of hours before Geppetto sends him him and Geppetto fall asleep, and so when he wakes up in the morning and then he goes to school in the morning, but Geppetto should go with him because on Pinocchio's first day of life, he doesn't know what everything is. So that's why he gave him Jiminy Cricket. So I'm thinking Geppetto should guide him to school, but Jiminy Cricket the Blue Fairy gave Pinocchio Jiminy Cricket as his conscience because Geppetto couldn't be with him every minute of the day. So I'm guessing that's probably why he didn't go to school. The second reason why I think Pinocchio on why Disney didn't make any money, and the second weird reason to the movie is Honest John, is because Honest John he finds this guy that performs like a puppet show, Stromboli, and then he picks up Pinocchio because he's a wooden boy, and then he sells him to Stromboli, which is illegal because it's not okay to sell people. It's not even okay to sell people at an auction. And then he and then after the show is done, Pinocchio gets trapped in a birdcage by Stromboli, and then Stromboli, and then Jiminy Cricket, and then Pinocchio calls Jiminy Cricket, and then the Blue Fairy shows back up, and then he sets him free to give him another chance so he can become a real boy, and then after they escape from, and then after he escapes. And after he escapes from Stromboli, he's again picked up by Honest John, and then the sales coach driver that takes the kids to Pleasure Island, he pays Honest John from taking him to to take him to so because that was Honest John's reward, as if he gets Pinocchio on that coach driver's carriage, and then basically the reason why that's weird, guys, is because that was the last time the Blue Fairy could help them out, and then so Jiminy Cricket thought that was a bad thing to do, because the whole point is for him to be a real boy, and so he was basically and then he disobeyed again after he has given a last chance to be a real boy. And so that's reason number two. What was reason number three? I'm thinking. Do I have any other reasons before we move on to the Pleasure Island? Okay. Yeah, I guess we can move on to Pleasure Island because I only have three reasons for you guys. I just needed a minute there to think. Okay. So now we move on to reason number three, Pleasure Island. So so basically so basically after Pinocchio has been picked up by Honest John again, he gets sold to the say coach driver, and then he takes him on a carriage ride to Pleasure Island, and then with Lampwick and a bunch of other bullboys, because that place is only for bullboys, and then they go to Pleasure Island, and then they turn into donkeys, and then basically they all turn into donkeys, is because. And so that's the whole point of this reason, guys, is because when Disney didn't make, the reason why I think Disney didn't make any money on it is because a lot of people probably didn't understand the premise of how all the boys turned into donkeys. So basically, how they turned into donkeys is because they were being bad and then tearing up the place, and then they get a cigar shop and a bar, and then so because they're drinking beer, which is very naughty, and that's being bad, and then so Pinocchio and Lampwick agreed with each other that being bad is a lot of fun. Do you guys think being bad is a lot of fun? Because in some ways I don't think being bad's a lot of fun, but I do think certain things of being bad are fun. Because, like, doing bad things like you break the law, I don't think that's fun, because you guys really don't want to be in jail. I'll explain why you don't want to be in jail in a minute here. Okay, so moving on. And so basically how all those kids turned into donkeys is because they were being bad, wrecking up the place, drinking beer at the bar, and they were smoking cigars. And then they were smoking cigars, and then basically they weren't supposed to smoke cigars because they were supposed to listen to their parents. They were supposed to listen to their parents, and they didn't listen to their parents, so they smoked the cigars, and that's how they turned into donkeys. So basically, guys, if your parents told you that if your parents have told you before that and after you watch that movie, when you smoke a cigar, you don't turn into a donkey. I am telling you guys that, because the same bad thing would happen to adults, and the same thing will happen to you. You could possibly get cancer or lung cancer. And then so basically, a lot of young kids back in the 1900s, guys, young kids used to smoke too, but then they made it illegal for young kids to smoke because they didn't know all the bad things that were in it. And then so 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 they and then so they and then so and then so they and so and then when the 2000s started, or like the 1990s, they made it illegal for kids to smoke because Cause you would get cancer too, guys. It's the same thing that happens to adults and will happen to you, but we don't want kids to get cancer, as a matter of fact. And then so that's why they turned into donkeys and Pinocchios, because they didn't listen to their parent, because smoking is bad. It's not illegal. It's not illegal to smoke, guys. But if you're in a no smoking zone, it is illegal. It is illegal to smoke. But for kids, it's illegal to smoke. But if kids smoke, you guys won't get arrested. You would just get cancer. It would be a type of sickness. Just so you guys know. And then so that's basically all I have to say on why Disney didn't make any money because of how weird Pinocchio was. So anyway, guys, that pretty much wraps up this video. Again, this will be the last video on the reviews this will be the last Pinocchio review video that I'm doing, just so you guys know. And then, so basically, guys, I'm gonna get back to bringing you more videos, and if there's other videos you guys want me to do, if there's other stuff you guys want me to do on my channel, make sure you comment down below, and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload, and don't forget to click the like, subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up, and thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I will bring you back more videos eventually. And stay tuned for all the stuff that I have not done yet, those Lego Harry Potter sets that we have coming out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!